Brian King here. I was being interviewed by a colleague this morning who asked me a very interesting question. She asked whether I had a specific social media strategy that I could share. And I thought, well, yeah, as a matter of fact, I do, and it's pretty simple. My social media strategy, if anything, could be boiled down into three words: problem, solution, action. Anybody who's followed me on Facebook or Twitter knows that I'm very positive. I'm very solution focused. But I'm also willing to talk about the things that don't work perfectly in my life. For starters, my body. I have a chronic condition that often leaves me in a lot of pain. Some days are better than others. But the reality is, I don't want to talk about it as though I'm a victim, as though I'm helpless. I don't want to get caught up in a little pity party. And I'm sure you've seen people that do that, and they do that far too often. They'll talk about their pain, their aggravations, their losses, and they'll talk about it as though they're helpless. Well, you and I both know that if you hear that too much, people start tuning you out. What you want is to let yourself be an example of empowerment. Let yourself be someone that inspires others or shows them that they're not as helpless as they might think. And the way you do that is with that little formula: problem, solution, action. Let me give you an example. When I talk about my pain, let's say it's colder than usual and my joints lock up. I'll say, well, my joints are really hurting me today, but I've got a full day's worth of work to do. So I'm going to stretch a little. I'm going to take my medication. I'm going to drink my coffee, and then I'm going to get down to work. Or I'm going to use some essential oils, which my wife is a big fan of, and also help me. And that's going to help me feel better so that I can do some work. So I talk about the action I'm going to take so that I'm not a victim of my circumstances. It's a very easy formula to follow. And if you remember to do that, that you're not just talking about this person was mean today, my day stunk, it's rough. Okay, now what? It's fine that you have problems. It's human that you have problems. But don't do yourself the disservice of feeling like you are incapable of taking action, any action, to improve your circumstances. So think about that simple formula. And before you post anything about your problem, remember to make it a complete strategy. It's not just the difficulty you're having, it's also the solution you have in mind and the action you're going to take to implement it. You'll end up feeling better about what your chances are in life. And the people that are watching you live your life are going to be more empowered by it as well. I hope this is helpful. Brian King again. Have a great day.